Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, and today we are minding my money and doing my May 2022 budget. If you are new here, I always start with a starting balance. It's only the items that I cover. It does not include all of my income or any of my husband's income and certain things like tithe. That makes it easy for you to kind of figure out how much we bring in. This month we have some changes happening. Also, we have some travel, we have Mother's Day, we have graduations, some birthdays, and Memorial Day. So we're gonna see how this works out. I'm definitely gonna have to start with a higher starting balance this month. I'm going to transfer a few things in from the sinking funds to cover some expenses. But let's head over to my desk and check out my budget. Okay, so we are now at my desk. This is my financial calendar. This time I went ahead and filled it out early just to save time. So let's zoom in a little bit and look at what May is giving, because May is giving way too much for me. Okay. I don't know about you. I literally started my budget and had to stop and rework things because I forgot that May had all the events. So when looking at my financial calendar, the first thing that I'm going to point out is that paydays are the 13th and the 27th. There was a payday on April 29th. So April was a 3 payday month. I have special events going on, which is probably not the best color I did for this because I forgot that I'm going to record it. So Mother's Day is the 8th. I travel from the 12th through the 16th. I don't expect to spend a whole lot when I travel, but I still like to have some money set aside. I have a graduation that I am going to on the 14th, so there is a gift involved in that. And then also on the 15th, it is a birthday of a little special person in my life, so there's a gift there. And then, of course, we have Memorial Day at the end of the month. I don't really know what's going on. We don't have plans as of yet. Knowing my group of friends, they're going to try to plan something like just like a little get together. So it may be some food costs there, but we'll see. But I've allocated some money for these events, and you'll see that in my budget. We have a few changes this month, so there are going to be some additional bills that I have in here. Also, I had my amount of my Apple bill wrong last month, which is weird, and I still got to go back and double check it. But I noticed in the middle of the month, and then I am making some changes with Apple, and I think I've told you all that, but we'll see how it pans out when it's all said and done. All the rest of the bills are the same. I'm really trying to focus on the fact that I have the travel, the birthday, graduation, and Memorial Day this month. I have no goals, y'all. I really have no goals right now. I have so much going on at one time that the goals are not really flowing. Really, the goal should be just to stay on budget. That's really what it is, but I'm not putting any goals out there this month. We have a lot of changes going on, and so I'm just going to let the month flow and see what it looks like. So let's create the budget. All right, so we're going to start out with my starting balance. You all know I start with a starting balance. And my starting balance this month is going to be $4,200. It's definitely higher than last month. And so that's how much we are going to budget for this month. For savings and investing, I'm going to keep it based off of the previous month. We just have a lot going on. I don't believe in putting money in the savings and pulling it back out. I don't even know if all of this is going to make it, real talk. So we'll see. Okay, so now let's look at the bills. Of course, we have rent. Just do it on the first. We have car insurance. So this is one of the things that I'm kind of focused on right now. I was looking over our car insurance bill recently. And I shouldn't say it's car insurance. It's not just car insurance. It is car insurance, renter's insurance. We have a personal property policy, and we have another policy. I can't remember what the other policy is right now, but we have several policies. So I have mentioned before on this channel that, like, once I start evaluating bills and I get to that point just randomly, it's never really like something that is planned beforehand. I start looking at bills and looking at stuff, and once I start like evaluating bills, sometimes I get to the point where I feel like, okay, let me see what else is out there. Even though I really do enjoy our insurance and stuff, I do feel like our renter's insurance is a little high, and so we'll see. I'm going to start getting quotes from other companies because I feel like it should be a little bit cheaper. I feel like we're being overcharged. I shouldn't say we're being overcharged, but I feel like it definitely is higher than it should be. And so I want to start evaluating that and see what we could do to change that situation. Of course, we have my life insurance. We also have, if I come back over here, my student loans. I just put SL. I am not making student loan payments at this time. I just put the money aside in a account with all my student loans in it to make a payment that way. We have the gym. Oh, that's not right, but I'll fix that in a minute. That's due on the 18th. I have AAA. This AAA bill, I don't even think about it. This AAA bill is so important to my sanity right now. I don't mind paying for it. Let's say that. All right. For my kid I support, and then Audible. Y'all, I was talking to you all about Audible last month, but I actually just got a book on Audible. That's why I said it's hard for me to cancel it because I do use it. I just was not really using it when I was studying. Oh, this is not okay. Is that better? Hopefully that's clearer for you all. Let me see. Then we have a bill. It seems like every time I put my hand down, it is going blurry, which was not happening before. Sorry, y'all. If I have to like cut some out, I'll go over everything in a minute. It's just, I don't know why it's getting blurry. So hopefully y'all can see what I am writing. Actually, let me just zoom in since it wants to act funny. All right. So Apple is due at the end of the month. We pay $28.11 for the family plan of, we have the family plan of Apple Music, and then we have a whole bunch of iCloud storage charges, and I think one podcast charge that's very cheap. I think it's like $2 a month. So that's what's coming through. And this is why I think I mentioned last time that Apple sent me an email basically saying that we could get more for either going to just the regular family plan of Apple One or just pay like a little bit more and do the premium plan. So right now we're trialing the premium plan. Nobody has said anything to me, so hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Also, I have some new bills on my side that I am trying to get used to being on my side. So you see there at the end. So we have electric, which is a steady bill, it's always the same amount every month. And then I'm gonna say Fios. So we have Verizon Fios. We use them for our internet and our cable. So I've said on a previous video, if you're new here, that cable is one of those things that I compromise on. I will say there are channels that I watch on cable, but I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't know when cable is due, y'all. We were trying to look it up when I was doing this budget originally, like trying to figure out the numbers, and I just could not. I couldn't find the number. So, I mean, I could not find the date. I think it's due at the end of the month. I think that's what I was told, that it comes out the end of the month. So I'm gonna put it that is the 30th. I know it runs automatically. That's one thing I do know. I just don't think it comes out around, like, I think it comes out a week later from the day that is actually due. So basically, the thing with the Fios is this is normally not our bill. So we had contacted them about our bill because it had jumped like $30, and they said we were out of contract. And we were like, well, how do we keep the same channels basically and pay less? And so we were told that, like, oh, well, there's this other plan with a higher internet speed, which I didn't care about because our internet is pretty fast and I work from home. So, like, I was fine with what it was. But I was like, okay, if that's going to allow us to keep the extra channels, then I am down for it. But that was not the case. When it went into effect, y'all, we had like a couple other channels we watched. So we had to call again, get it fixed, figure it out. We was like, we don't even want that higher speed internet. That's not what we called you for. Here we are. So they said it was going to be higher for a second and then go back down. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to kind of keep my eye on it. This is too high for me. Like, I don't care for that. And especially because we don't watch a lot of TV. So the bills total should be $2,047.18. So that's the total for our bills. And then for over here, if we go, we need to add for our debts. So let's come over here. For our debts, we need to add Apple. Because I told you we have like I have a small amount due at Apple, y'all. It's not even funny. I think I told y'all I'm struggling with paying it off because I'm focused on the car, on paying off my son's car. And the Apple debt is 0%. So it's just like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm having a hard time rationalizing it, but I really would like to just get rid of it. So it's it's a catch-22. I might just get rid of it so I can be done with it. So for our variables, so I put it first because I didn't want to forget about it. So I'm traveling next month. We have food. Actually, I just thought of this other expense. It's not planned, I don't think, but hopefully, like, it's not something that's for sure. So I'm just gonna go with the flow with it. For personal, I have $200 for the month. And for travel, that I'm bringing that $200 in for my sinking fund. I don't even know if I'm going to use it for real, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Of course, the KID. If you didn't see my video on why kid funds is important, definitely check it out. I definitely need to reevaluate my kid fund amount. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it, but I'm trying to think when I'll talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it when I go over my April budget, but I'm going to tell you some interesting things that happened in April. And thank goodness we have a kid fund, but it just made me realize a couple of things. And so I think I want to change the way I want to allocate this money. It still be kid money. I just may need to add to that amount. And then we also have, I'm just gonna call it May. I don't even know what to call it at this point. May is doing the most. Like, May is gonna include the birthday gift, the graduation gift, Memorial Day, Mother's Day. And I'm just gonna call that May. This is kind of low. I'm trying to lump May and travel together because the tickets already paid for. We're good there. I probably go out to eat maybe once. I have one planned dinner out with friends. And so I probably lump all of this together. But for now, this is, what it is. And then we have miscellaneous, which I'm pretty sure miscellaneous is going to be 125.78. So this should be a total of $1,175.78. So let's look at our numbers here. So our starting balance is $4,200. And let me just make this bigger so you all can see it. All right, our starting balance is $4,200. We're going to save $360. Our bills are $2,047.18. Our variable is $1,175.78. I'm really trying not to spend this much money in May. I just do not want to whatsoever. Because that'll give me more money to pay off towards that car. And then debt is $617.04. All right, so I'm just gonna pull out my phone on the side here because my calculator is not where it's supposed to be. All right, so we're definitely on budget. What happens here is I take the income, I subtract the savings, the bills, the variable, the debt, and it should total out to zero for a zero-based budget. All right, so here is my May monthly budget. I'm planning for a starting balance of $4,200, savings $360. The bills will be $2,047.18. Ooh, that variable expenses and sinking funds. I also should mention that you don't see them contributing to any other sinking funds. This month, all of these is me pulling money out of sinking funds. I'm pulling them into my budget so I can make sure that I appropriately spend for them. That's the kind of way that I use my sinking funds. I have them sitting somewhere else. I pull the money into the budget when I need it. Hopefully we don't spend this much. That is not the plan. And then debt is $617.04. And so we will see how it goes. Let me know how you are handling your budget this month. If you have any events like I have going on this month, how that's looking for you. And then also if you have any changes. All right, so that was my May budget. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions about anything I do or my thought processes, or maybe how you should handle any situations, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you next time with an all new video.